So you've used the word God a few times now, so you must know what it is.
The Most High, an entity that created us. We are children of God. That is male or female. It's genderless in a way. It's both genders, but it's an entity that you can have a personal relationship with, that you can get to know personally, that God can get to know you personally and wants to know you personally. And there's an itch we all have in life, or a hole you can call it, in our hearts, that we all feel. I watch so much YouTubers and sports stars, and Lewis Hamilton just won another championship. Are the Nadal wins the tennis, or Djokovic, is like, are these people any happier? We're just moving laterally. Yeah. We're moving laterally, right? And we want to progress. We want to progress spiritually. We want to progress in our soul. Yeah. And there's a key. There's a hole in your heart, and that God is the key to that hole. That when you start to work on that relationship, you start to, and this is, again, a lot of what I'm sharing is what I've learned from divine truth and what I've experimented with. This is for people to experiment with themselves and see what results they get. Prayer is not about the words you say. It's not about the thoughts you think. Prayer is about the longing and the energy and emotion in your heart for God. And that intention, this is the divine love path. This is the difference between natural love, which we all have, a man for another man, a woman for another woman. We have this natural love within us. Then there's the divine love, which is love that comes from God. And until she's so respectful that he does not force it on us. It's on us to go, you know what? I'm ready for that. I desire that. I desire your love, God. Whoever created my soul. Because often in the movements we're around us, people think we are gods. I am God. It's like, I can't create a tree. I can't create this world. I could create a baby, but God made the baby's soul. God made the materials and to make the baby. God made me to, God's created this and is there for us to have a relationship with. But it's hard for us when, like you said, 10 years ago, you couldn't have comprehended that the government didn't have our best interests at heart. As you raise in truth and awareness, new things just become obvious. New things become obvious, right? So this is part of that, is that taking that leap of faith, recognizing that there's something missing in us, and you have a partner who you have love for the partner. There's still love for God. There's still a space for that. There's an itch that Hamilton will never scratch with all the Grand Prix in the world. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? We're moving laterally. I've gone from sport to sport to sport. Look at me. I've gone laterally. There's something that's missing, and for me, what I'm coming to terms with and to recognize is that is a relationship to God.
So would you say that, because there's a new age type of belief that everything is God, including ourselves, we're the manifestors of all of creation. Would you sign up to that, or would you say it's separate from us? It as in God.
So I've had that thought and that belief before, but that came from plant medicines and things like that started. But it was never a pure thought. It was always just a nice idea. God is a separate entity in my awareness. He created the world that we exist, the earth, designed the trees, designed the animals, designed our soul, designed the human body in all its divinity. So we are creations, and there's an essence of God within us, in the sense there's a spark of Him in our soul that we can draw on and grow. But to say that we are God, I am God, or the world is God, or is this omnipresent existence is not the way I see it anymore. And I see it as a separate entity who we can know as we grow in truth. We can know better, and he knows us and wants that relationship, but is waiting for us to make that step. Because if someone's ringing you all the time, let's hang out, let's do this, that's annoying. That's not love. You're like, but if they're like, you want to meet, like, if it's a more natural approach of like mutual friends coming together, you got that brother that you don't see for a year, and when you see him, you don't say, where have you been for a year? Why? You're like, it's good to see you, my man. Like, it's a real humble, loving relationship, and that's the difference here.
Beautiful. Yeah. I simply don't know, mate. So I'm more or less open to just listen to everything and get what feels right, sit in contemplation with it.